Are you still dealing with the same shit now in a different way, but basically the same problems as you were 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago? Like, I was thinking about this the other day, how I make excuses, right? How we all make excuses. Let's say that you have like a list of things that you need to get done, or that you know that if you work on this, it'll create this big breakthrough, right? If a week goes by and you say, I didn't have time to do it because I got a bunch of other things going on, that's believable. If a month goes by and there's no progress whatsoever, you're full of shit. Right? Like, think about it. You're full of shit. You're full of shit. Like, a whole month, 30 days, you couldn't find 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours throughout a whole month to work on something to make progress. Like, you're full of shit. Nobody on earth is that busy. You ain't that productive or that just that overwhelmed, overloaded with to-do lists. You're not. You had time to go out, hang out with friends, watch Netflix, watch movies, do things. I'm not saying not to have fun. I'm just saying a whole month. Now, let's take this further. 3 months later, you still haven't done the thing? Come on. 6 months later, you can't find the time? Get the fuck out of here. If you want to know just how badly you are bullshitting yourself, look at how long you haven't made progress in areas or changes in areas that you already know intuitively, instinctively what you need to do. I love how one of my favorite ways to bullshit myself is to be always reading books, listening to informative podcasts, watching videos on YouTube, because I'm learning. I'm improving, making myself smarter. I think it's one of the funniest ways that I bullshit myself. I'm doing personal development, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying not to do personal development. I think everybody, whether they accept it or not, are on a journey of development one way or another. Some of us are undeveloping at a very fast rate, but regardless, you're either increasing and growing or you're contracting and decreasing. There's no static objects in the universe, because an atom is hollow and there's nothing there and it's vibrating, so it's always moving. But anyway, I just love the idea that if you really want to get honest with yourself, you can do it this fast by yourself. There is shit that I have been knowing I need to do for over 2 years. 3 years. 3 years. And in the background, in the quiet undercurrent, hidden from anybody else's view of my life, but known unto me, that shit's been creating its own side effects and issues for so long. We all got stuff like that in our life. I like what Richard Feynman says, that the key, what does he say? Something like the key to life, or one of the keys or something like that. I'm paraphrasing here, but one of the keys is to not be fooled. One of the keys to life is the key to life is to not be fooled, and you are the easiest person to fool. And the way I read that is, you are the easiest person for you to fool. Like, nobody can fool me as good as me. That's the idea. That's what I take from it. And think about it. Truly, nobody can bullshit you like you can bullshit yourself. Because nobody knows you better than you. Nobody knows you better than your ego, your subconscious, your limiting and hidden beliefs. It's an inside job, right? Nobody can bullshit you better than you. So on the idea of let's not be fooled, and the easiest person to fool is yourself, really think about how nobody can fool you like you can, and nobody can fool me like I can. And if you really want to like start creating a better life, stop fucking fooling yourself. Like, you've had time. You have time. You're full of shit. Like, there's so many ways that I'm full of shit on that my eyes are brown, my hair is brown, my skin's tan. I'm just that much full of shit. I'm highly functioning, very successful, ever improving and increasing. But man, if I just stop bullshitting myself on a few things, where could my life be? And that's what I'm working on now. A part of it is actually posting videos. For the longest time, it was like, gotta have the right setting, gotta have the right background. Dude, this is going back years. I remember I went out and bought all this stuff because I was gonna do videos on a iPhone. This is an iPhone. And I bought all these like little gadgets and lenses and filters for the iPhone. I was watching all these YouTube channels from all these creators. I was like, oh, I just gotta get this. And yeah, gotta make good videos so people wanna watch it. And somehow I just never did it. But made the investment, right? Moved to a different state, end up moving. Making a lot more money over time, got a much nicer home. And still, right? Procrastination of some sort. Just don't have time. Just haven't started yet. Not sure what to say. Right? But I have this burning passion to share my journey, but yet not doing it. I got now like proper camera equipment, microphones, podcast studio setups with the Shure microphones, the mixer board. Here I am, stack of books, a water bottle, no microphone, AC's on, blowing in the background. 0 fucks given. Just making the content. In fact, not even putting thumbnails on this shit. In part, it's teaching myself that this ridiculousness that we constantly create in our heads of like perfection that we gotta have is just a brilliant way that we bullshit ourselves. Like 3 years ago, when I lived in a much less nice home, looked 10 years older because I wasn't taking care of myself, had way less money, the same excuses and ways that I was bullshitting myself then, I'm still bullshitting myself now. Humans are fascinating. We're fascinating. There's no point to this video except that I just like making it. And that's okay. Anyway, the whole point of this video really is you're bullshitting yourself. And if you're willing to be honest. Like, come on, sack up a little. Spine up a little. Get some grit in your sand. Get some sand in your grit, whatever the fuck way it is. Be honest with yourself. Like, you're bullshitting yourself. Accept that. Like, even if you don't make a change with that acceptance, the fucking acceptance of the fact, like, yeah, I'm bullshitting myself, will actually help you purge a bunch of, like, compressed, built up fucking bullshit in you. It'll help you take a big ol' emotional shit. I promise. Right? Like, I make more money per month now than most people in America make per year. And I'm telling myself the same bullshit things about why I can't have time to do this, don't have time to do that, that I was saying 3, 4, 5 years ago. When my income and, like I said, my whole life was in a much different place. And again, back to the beginning of the video, you don't make progress on something for a week? Okay, believable. No progress whatsoever in a month? Nah. Like, come on, nah. We know better, right? You know better, I know better. We all know better. And then when you drag it out to 3 months, 6 months, get the fuck out of here. Who is this guy? Who's he bullshitting? Who the fuck are you bullshitting, right? You can't. What's the saying go? You can lie to other people, but at least don't lie to yourself. Yeah, something like that. Man, we bullshit ourselves, don't we? We are some next level bullshit con artists. Key to life is don't be fooled, and you are the easiest person for you to fool. And if you want to know what level of bullshit you got going on, just look at how long you haven't making progress on or taken action on any one thing that you know is important to you, a better life for you, and then really fucking think about how much time has passed. 3 months and you haven't found an hour? 6 months? A year? 2 years? 3 years? You see what I'm saying? Get honest with yourself.